As you escape into the world of video games, does life just seem to fade into the distance? It does for me. My parents sometimes have to pry the device from my hands to get me to stop playing. When I was trying to think of a TED topic, I took a break to play Roblox, and as usual, became so focused on the game that the world around me almost ceased to exist. This time though, I took more notice. I started to wonder what effect video games have on the human mind. The more I thought about this, the more I wondered, why do people even like playing video games at all? My research taught me about neurotransmitters. The two neurotransmitters that I'm going to talk about is dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine's main role is to stimulate movement, memory, rewards, pleasure, focus, and attention. Serotonin is basically dopamine's best friend. Serotonin can affect your mood, memory, sleep, and cognition. Dopamine is your motivational message, and serotonin is the great feeling that you get when you're thinking about all the things that you've accomplished. The release of serotonin increases your desire to do an activity because your memory gives you that burst of joy when you play the game. Dopamine motivates you and excites you. Then later, when you think about the game, serotonin zooms across your brain. Why am I thinking of serotonin in a Mario race car zooming across my brain? Anywho, making the connection that video games equals happiness, which in turn leads to the desire to play again, to feel that feeling again. This excitement keeps cycling and you keep returning to the game to feel that feeling again. Now that we know why people like playing video games, you probably want to know if there's harmful consequences to video gaming. They can incite and encourage violence, oh geez, and increase depression and anxiety. Darn! As paradoxical as it seems, these neurotransmitters can increase depression and anxiety, but they can also help soothe depression and anxiety. Yes! Another perk is that video games can improve basic visual process, enhance executive functioning, and improve everyday skills. Huh? What's that you say? You want to know how video games evolved? I can help you with that. In October 1958, physicist William Higginbotham created the first video game. It was a very simple tennis game, similar to the 1970s video game Pong. It was a very popular game at the Brookhaven National Laboratory Open House in 1948. Higginbotham joined Brookhaven's National Laboratory Instrumental Group. During that time, Brookhaven held annual Visitors Day. Thousands of people could come and tour the lab. Higginbotham was responsible for creating an exhibit to show off the division's work. And most of the existing exhibits were boring. Higginbotham thought he could better capture the visitors' interest by creating something that people could play. He later recalled in a magazine interview that he had thought it might liven up the place to have a game that people could play and which would convey the message that our scientific endeavors have relevance for society. The game he made was a simple game with a line for the ground and one for the net, and then he would play tennis with it. This would be the most popular exhibit. A huge line developed just to play this game. Now that computers are more advanced, there are many genres of new games to choose from that you don't have to wait in line to play them, most of the time. My favorite game is Roblox, but I think almost all of them are good. I'm going to highlight a few genres, but there are probably more that I didn't cover. If you want to know more about video game genres, then you're in the right place. One of the many video game genres is an RPG game, or a role-playing game. That is when there are multiple choice questions and you get to interact with the game. We also have mixed genres, like an RPG shooting game concept to it, so more people would like it. Then there's a first-person shooting game. It still has a storyline, but it's mainly a fight. Pow wow! This is a game where the main goal is to kill, blow things up, and blow things up. Wait, did I say that already? Another category of a game is a zombie-infested game. And this game is kind of like a shooting game, but yeah. A zombie infestation game is exactly what you think it is. zombie infestation game. So zombies rise from the dead, and they are cannibals, so you have to kill them to survive. Yes! Now, sports games. They're just like sports in IRL, real life. I really need to practice using real words. Where were we? Yes. It's just like sports in real life. Some pros and cons are: 1, normally they do not count as exercise. 2, can make you even more unhealthy. 3, cheaper than paying for the actual sport, most of the time. 4, they are fun if you don't feel like getting out of the house, but you want to play sports, but you can't. Your mom said no sports in the house, so you're really sad and depressed. But then you turn on the TV to watch something, but then you're bored again, so you see your Nintendo playing right there, so you begin playing Legend of Zelda, then you get bored, so you go on your phone and see an ad for a video game sports, and you beg your mom to buy the one, and when she does, you play it and have fun. Now it's time for my sister's favorite type of game: car games. Some of these games have insanely detailed cars, and they are very realistic. And you could drive away from the police, and you could drive around, but most people drive away from the police and want to blow up stuff and speed away. I must admit, it's sort of fun to do that. And now my favorite genre, simulators. In simulators, you can interact with the world like real life. You can get a job, you can get a pet, and most of the time you can join your friends. And now that video games are more popular and advanced, people can actually make money, like real life dollars from making games and also playing them. Roblox has Robux, so kids buy Robux with their parents' money to help them cheat in games and stuff. Actually, Robux is the only way Roblox makes money, and you can actually transfer Robux into money. You can make Robux by making a game that children will want to buy Robux for and buy stuff in your game. Once people buy things with Robux on your game, pow wow, you got money. Thanks for swinging back to the end of my speech. I hope you have enjoyed. Goodbye, fellow gamers. If you want to know more about me, stick around till the next slide. About the author. Caroline is a 10-year-old girl from New Jersey who loves video games and thinks both sides of the argument about video games, being good or bad, are both true. But normally she sides with the fact that video games are really good because I like video games. And she also believes that video games should be minimized on weekdays. So where I got my images, the image from the controller slide from slide 1 is from picshere.com, and then the yin and yang image from slide 2 is from openclipart.org, and then the image of William Higginbotham from slide 3 was from flickr.com, and then the other example of an image of the controller on slide 4 was from picshere.com again, and then the image of money from slide 5 is from commons.wikimedia.org. And then where I found my information on why we like video games, I got it from Science Made Fun. It was written by Science Made Fun. And then this is where I got my pros and cons of video games. It was from Concordia, University of Texas, and was made by Rebecca Bernstein. So here's where I found my information for the inventor of video games. So it was from APS News, and it was made by Aled Chodos, Erin Chekhov, Jennifer Oyoletti, and Nadia Ramlagan. Thank you for watching my speech all the way. Good job, and bye.